Welcome to Inner Voice. Today I'm going to talk about eye contact. And this is such an important concept because it is a huge indicator in self-esteem. If you're not able to look at someone in the eyes when you're having a conversation with them, they're going to think that there's something wrong with you. Your message is not going to get across the way that you want because you're not effectively communicating. And this was a huge thing for me that I really had to work on, but I wasn't aware at how much eye contact is such an issue for everybody. It's not just me, it's everyone. And I noticed this when walking my dog. When I'm walking my dog, you're walking down the street and you walk past people. What I noticed was every single time you walk and you see a person you don't know, you see a stranger, your first inclination is to look down. Every time people are walking down the street, no one's making eye contact. No one is looking at this stranger. I don't know what the issue is. It's so easy. Just look at them. But our first thought is to always look down every single time. And I have fought this. I have a mental voice in my head that's telling me to look away because there's that fear. It's just like we're animals in the animal kingdom. We mentioned the lizard brain before, and that's exactly what's going on. If a squirrel is walking down the street, what does it do? If it encounters another animal or anything, while it's going, it goes away, it looks away. It has to always dart away. And that's what this first initial reaction is that we're having. When we see someone and we look away, this is our lizard brain saying, oh, you're scared, there's fear, there's danger. So it's always look away. We don't want to make eye contact with potential danger. And that is just our initial reaction. For me, I had to really train this out of myself. Now when I walk and I pass someone, I look at them in the eyes. Obviously you don't want to do the stare. This might creep someone out. You don't want to do anything like that, but just to make a healthy eye contact, just to know that, okay, I can walk with my head up high and make eye contact with someone and not worry about what their reaction is going to be. I don't have that fear anymore. I also notice this with the elevator. When you go into an elevator, what is your first initial reaction? It's always, if there's someone in there, you put your head down and you walk to the corner, you turn around and you look at the floor. You're always looking at the floor. And you might put your head up to look at the number of the floor that you're on, but generally you're just not making eye contact. You're so scared to make this eye contact. And it doesn't really make any sense. So now when I go into an elevator, because I'm so aware of my inner voice and how I'm going to react in this situation, I don't want to look down. So when I go in the elevator, it's my space. I go in, hey, yeah, this is my space. You do the dog thing where you start kicking the floor. It's like, this is my space. Up, get out of the way. You're in my space, and you make the hard eye contact. Hi, how are you? I'm not shy, I'm not timid, I'm not scared. This is my elevator. Yeah, you peacock a little bit. And that's how it has to be. Another weird thing that I notice is when you're walking down the street, if you encounter that starey person, sometimes you go to the grocery store, you're running errands, and that person's just looking at you and you don't know why. I notice that when this happens, if I look at them and I notice that they're there, and then I look away and they're still staring, as soon as I look back, they look away. And this happens every time. It's a really weird thing, and I think it has to do with, again, the lizard brain. So maybe they're unconsciously staring, they don't mean to, and when you first look at them, it's not really an indication of anything wrong, and then when you look away and look back, for them they're thinking, oh shoot, I gotta look away. And for me, this happens 90% of the time. If I do a double look to anybody, they look away. So feel free to try that. But I have some caution for you if you are a woman. What happens with a woman, if a man is looking at them and they make eye contact, then look away and look back, the man will look even harder and think, which is what you don't want because you might get yourself in a compromising situation. But for me, at least, that's how it worked. If I did the double look, I noticed people wanted nothing to do with it. And I thought that was pretty weird because it's just eye contact. But what it is everyone has this automatic response, as we mentioned before. So because that lizard brain is in control of everything, when we're walking down the street, that's exactly what's happening. That is what's in control. So just be aware of this inner voice and fight it. You can beat it. One of the small experiments is this. Just When you're walking down the street, notice if you look down. If you look down, then think, why am I looking down? And start probing and asking those questions. Why am I doing this? It makes no sense. I should just look up. Everything's good. But once you become aware of those actions, then it's easier to start reprogramming yourself and changing. You can change. Anyone can change. It's in all of us. You can do anything you want in this world. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you as much as it helps me. Please subscribe and watch more videos.